What if the places you visit after 65 quietly shape your health more than your diet or your doctor? Most people over 60 believe danger comes from falls, illness, or bad luck. But what if the real threat is something far more ordinary, someone's living room, kitchen table, or spare bedroom? The clues are subtle, and that's what makes this so dangerous. Something important is missing from how seniors think about safety, and it rarely gets talked about until damage is already done. Here's the first clue. American health surveys show is that stress-related illness, medication errors, and late-life financial loss often spike after social visits, not hospital visits. Another clue, many seniors report feeling exhausted, anxious, or off after spending time at certain people's homes, yet they can't explain why. The pattern repeats across millions of older adults. The cause is rarely obvious. The effect can be devastating. To understand why, we need to go back to the science of aging, stress, and environment. Researchers studying aging since the 1970s discovered a key turning point. After 65, the nervous system becomes far more sensitive to environmental cues. Dr. Bruce McEwen's work on allostatic load showed that chronic, low-grade stress accelerates aging, weakens immunity, and worsens memory. The body keeps score, and certain environments make it keep score faster. The origins of this issue often begin in early adulthood. In your 20s and 30s, your body recovers quickly from stress. You can tolerate chaotic households, emotionally draining people, or unhealthy environments and bounce back by the next morning. The cause is biological resilience. The effect is tolerance. You don't notice the cost because the bill isn't due yet. Changes start quietly in the 40s. Recovery slows. Sleep becomes lighter. Stress hormones linger longer in the bloodstream. According to U.S. longitudinal studies, adults in midlife begin showing higher cortisol responses to social stress. Visiting certain people starts to feel tiring instead of energizing. But most ignore this signal. The cause is subtle nervous system change. The effect is growing vulnerability. Then comes the shift after 65 that most people ignore. The aging brain prioritizes safety over novelty. This is not weakness, it's design. The National Institute on Aging reports that older adults are more affected by emotional tone, environmental clutter, and social tension than younger adults. After 65, your body no longer separates social stress from physical threat. The cause is heightened sensitivity. The effect is faster wear and tear. This leads to the breaking point. A senior visits someone's home and leaves feeling confused, tense, or unwell. Blood pressure spikes. Sleep is disrupted. Sometimes money goes missing. Sometimes medication schedules get thrown off. Sometimes self-confidence quietly erodes. What looks like coincidence is actually cause and effect finally becoming visible. The fallout affects health, money, and lifestyle. American elder abuse and fraud data show that a large percentage of exploitation happens in informal home settings, not by strangers. Stressful environments increase fall risk, cognitive errors, and emotional dependence. Across the U.S., the same story repeats. Seniors don't get hurt all at once, they get worn down. So, who are the 4 types of people whose homes you should avoid after 65? The first is the chronic complainer. Their home feels heavy the moment you enter. Research shows that repeated exposure to negativity increases stress hormones, especially older adults. The cause is emotional contagion. The effect is fatigue, anxiety, and lowered immunity. The second is the disorganized or unsafe host. Cluttered floors, poor lighting, pets underfoot, or unsanitary kitchens. CDC fall prevention data shows that unfamiliar, cluttered homes significantly raise fall risk for seniors. One visit can change your life. The third is the controlling or boundary-crossing person. They insist you stay longer, eat what you shouldn't, skip medications, or share personal details. Psychology studies show that older adults are more susceptible to subtle social pressure. The cause is reduced cognitive reserve. The effect is loss of autonomy. The fourth is the financially casual person. Someone who borrows, hints, jokes about money, or asks for help repeatedly. U.S. elder financial exploitation reports consistently show that losses most often come from acquaintances, not strangers. The cause is trust. The effect can be irreversible financial damage. Many seniors try failed fixes because of old advice. They tell themselves to be polite. They ignore discomfort to avoid seeming rude. They believe tolerance is maturity. But after 65, tolerance of harmful environments in wisdom its risk. Linking this to today is critical. Seniors are living longer, visiting more homes, and navigating more complex social dynamics than any generation before. The data is clear. Environment matters more with age, not less. So, what can people over 60 do today? First, listen to your body after visits. Fatigue, tension, or confusion are data, not imagination. Second, set clear limits. Short visits, neutral locations, or saying no are protective behaviors, not selfish ones. Third, prioritize environments that feel calm, respectful, and physically safe even if they are fewer. Here is the clear warning based on evidence. Repeated exposure to stressful or unsafe home environments after 65 significantly increases the risk of falls, cognitive decline, and exploitation. And here's the open thought to leave you with. If your body is warning you before your mind understands, who or where is it trying to protect you from? If you want to learn how emotionally intelligent seniors quietly protect their energy, safety, and independence, subscribe now. The next chapter reveals the subtle signs a place or a person is slowly draining your life without you noticing.